The second reading of today, taken from the letter of St. James, talks about patience and challenges us to be patient. So we may as well start by asking ourselves, what does it mean to be patient? And how can we apply it or put it into practice in our daily lives? Without going into theological or philosophical jargons, we can say that being patient is having the ability to endure pains, delays, difficulties, misfortune, even annoyances calmly, without losing your composure, without being worked out, without being unnecessarily upset or angry. It is about showing self-control, tolerating frustration, delay processes, managing people's attitude and also circumstances without losing your temper. Indeed, there are three different ways of practicing patience, or three forms of patience. Patience with God, patience with others, and patience with oneself. Today, let's talk about patience with oneself. That is, being patient with your very self. Being patient with my very self. Most of the times, we are usually very patient with people around us. Our friends, the members of our families, our colleagues, even people we meet on the road, strangers. We make excuses for their weaknesses and for their mistakes. We try to understand their struggles and their stories and even show empathy or sympathy. We sometimes forgive them when they offend us, even before they ask for forgiveness. We try also to understand that they are struggling. We show understanding and maturity in the way we relate with people. We patiently wait for them to grow, to improve, to work on themselves, or to transform. However, when it comes to our own very selves, we sometimes become our own worst critics. We become most brutal judges unto ourselves. We judge ourselves harshly because we want instant improvement. We want instant growth. We want instant progress. We want to overcome our weaknesses instantly, even when those weaknesses were built over time. We want to stop it immediately. Being patient with myself means, therefore, that I must understand that I am not yet a finished product, rather a work in progress. It is a mindful recognition of my humanity. It is me understanding that my growth should be gradual, that holiness is gradual, that conversion is never automatic, that healing can also take longer time than I had ever imagined. It is not about giving rooms or making excuses for my mistakes and for my errors and for my sins. Rather, it is me making rooms for learning and for grace. Being patient with myself means that I must understand that life is never mathematical. That even before God, and in the real life situation, that 2 plus 2 is not always 4. That things in life do not always follow formula. And that not everything in life is predictable. Because sometimes we are such in a hurry to make conclusions. We are in such in a hurry to draw parallels. Being patient with myself is me focusing on my progress. even when the process seems slow. Being patient with myself is me concentrating on the journey and not being preoccupied with the destination. You know, dear friends, some of us, including myself, we sometimes carry a lot of unnecessary self-inflicted burdens. Burden of self-condemnation, self-criticism, self-disappointment, self-blame. And these burdens weigh so much on us, on our faith, on our relationship with God, on our relationship with others, and invariably on our mental health and mental well-being. Maybe you are grieving and you feel that the process is taking longer, or you are recovering and you don't see the progress, or it is so slow. You want to quicken the process? You want to fast forward it? You want to fast track it? No. Or sometimes your age and health have started playing tricks on you. You are no longer as smart and active as you used to be. Your speed has reduced, your stamina has gone low, and you feel agitated about it. You lose your patience because you want to be that person you used to be. This is not me. There is a new version of you, thanks to age. Sometimes I think we need to just allow things to take their natural courses and not to fast track them or to hurry about them. When you feel that you are losing your patience, that you are in such a hurry, you don't need a paid therapist necessarily to tell you how to regain your patience, how to be patient with yourself. Maybe let us try something a little bit practical. Once you feel that you are losing your patience, you are no longer patient with yourself, go to your room, find your mirror, look at it. You will find someone in that mirror. It is yourself. Then talk to yourself. Tell yourself, Nathaniel, why are you getting worked up? Why are you losing your patience? Why are you such in a hurry? Why do you think you can control or regulate the speed of a car that you are not actually driving? Why not just slow down? Perhaps adjust your expectations so that you don't crash. Being patient with yourself. Managing the slow processes. Not seeing the progress. You are agitated and you flare up. Challenging us to be patient. In today's reading, St. James says to us and invites us to imitate the farmer. The farmer patiently waits for the rain to come. Even sometimes the rain might come late, but he must patiently wait. Then he will sow the seeds and then patiently wait again for the crops to grow and then to mature. So today, dear friends, I'm not emphasizing being patient with people around you. I'm not asking you about being patient with God. I'm actually asking us to be patient with our own selves, first of all. Being able to deal with delay processes, slow progress, managing annoyances from people around you, managing circumstances without losing your cool, without losing your temper. Being patient with oneself. It's not just only a grace that is given to us by God through our relationship with Him and through prayers. Being patient with myself is also a habit I can cultivate, I can build over time through consistent personal effort, knowing when to ask yourself to slow down, if not to lose your patience. And I tell you, dear friend, the secret is this. If you learn, and if we learn how to be patient with our very selves, you will certainly learn how to be patient with events around you, circumstances around you, with people annoying you, people trying to upset you, people trying to come into your life and mess it up. And then you also learn how to be patient with God. So the key is patient with yourself. Maybe that should be part of the gift we might try to give ourselves as we enter into the new year. How to practice self-patience, to calm yourself down and not to lose your temper.